Happily welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 3, Episode 79 with me, Cid, and last episode we made this. It's a big hole in the ground, we've got a bridge, we've got a bloody big nether portal. It's not a massive nether portal, I mean obviously as nether portals go there have been far bigger ones. Since last episode I've done this side of the bridge and just worn it out, I suppose. I can't say spruced it up. I didn't spruce it up. I wore it out. However, this lot I want to move out of the way now, and I think we are going to definitely have a thing off this way. So let's just move all of my building supplies and facilities into here. Don't forget to do my lava hole. Nobody wants to get cooked alive. I think that should be sufficient that way, and then we'll just... So, since last episode, I recorded last episode, seems like an age ago now, and it was because I have successfully just been to Crete for a week. I got back on, I'm recording this on the Saturday, I got back on the Tuesday, got settled back into work, did a little bit of recording on 7 Days to Die, but didn't mention it there. That went over long anyway, that episode. You'll see that one because it is, you know, well, not the, I won't use the word the last episode, it is the last episode of that season. I'm just going to stick these in here for a moment. These I got for a reason, along with those, and I'll get more of those later. But what we do need to do is grab all of our shulkers. Gimme. Get those in. Just gives the it keeps them out of the way, I suppose, is the benefit to having this. I've got no idea what's in what, of course, but that's fine. It suits my kind of mentality. So yeah, I didn't mention anything about going to Crete prior to going to Crete because I didn't want to jinx it. What with the amount of holidays that I've tried to take in the last 18 to 20 months, I don't know, you know, it was my choice. I did, obviously I know there was a pandemic going on, and all of these things were likely to be problematic in one way or another. Misc. No, where did I put them there? On one of these. No, that doesn't work there. Oh, hello. That doesn't work there, but it should. Yeah, you can't do that. Okay. Okay. What did I do? I went for the other one then, didn't I? So the recipe for that is that, and we want that, which is 3 and 1. I should have some. Just to finish off that little bit of, give that je ne sais quoi there, that one there will do fine. Right, so plans for today. I need to make this portal look more organic, that's one thing, but before I do that I need to put the support structures in that are going to go around the outside of this wall. The idea is we're going to have pillars coming up here and here and here and here. They'll come up and around, stretch around onto the roof. That will give the pillar that runs right over the top of the nether portal, which is what I want. We'll have a pillar that runs down, and we'll have some kind of structure going in here, and over here we'll come down somehow, put pillars either side of this and either side of that to kind of transition us in. Then a lot of the wall is actually going to be netherrack, and it's going to look like we've kind of carved a cave out of the netherrack, pushed into the cave, built some structure, but then there'll be natural bits coming through. Down here there's going to be a lot of ash, there's going to be a lot of lava, a lot of fire, and probably some other bits of foliage. So that's all good. The key is it's got to be spawn proof and it's got to look good. They're the only two measures. Now my first thought, if I can find the relevant stuff, was start with some quark basalt, because this has got a whole variety of blocks and shapes that we can do. So let's start off with a whole bunch of those. Now I'm going to vein. What are you selling? Nether stars for 32 diamonds, a bit pricey. And strength 4 potion. Sorry. For some reason he only drops carrots. Okay. I don't need any strength 4 potions. Yeah, we'll have another one of those. Let's start off and get the structures in and see what we think, because we know we've got to be out. The kind of structure's got to run to here, like I think perhaps like this, and similarly, which is going to be, is that too big? No, I don't think it is. We'll just make it a big old structure like this to start off with, because we can break it and wear it and, you know, attack it after that. Right, I'm going to get some of that in, and I may even put some lava flows into it. I know it's a bit cliche, but and then when we get to there, if I'm going to do, but I don't want that to be, I'd like that to be flush with this, I think. Maybe do that, and then, yeah, and then we can kind of merge that in. Right, let me just do a little bit more finagling, and I'll be back in a second. A little while longer than it anticipated. I've done a few redesigns as well. I originally put these in with all wall blocks, but I've used these speleothem from Quark, and these make quite nice little bar-like structures. So we've still got the ugly cobble door here, but obviously that's going to have to stay until we get something built on the other side, because what I don't want is nasty ghasts firing into here and blowing things up. So we've got pillars, we've got support structure coming across here, it comes back here, swoops down either side, and we've got this kind of going on here. Now these are still only guidelines, but my thoughts now run to getting, to start off with, a whole load of this stuff in. On the ceiling, floors, walls, you name it, they're going there. So for here, for example, we're going to think that, and we'll use a little bit of trickery with the old what's it called? Saw. But yeah, I know, I realised I took all of this out and now I'm putting it all back in, but that's fine. This is thing, because we're going to take a whole load out. We're going to, you know, I was going to say landscape, maybe hell form would be a better description, because that's what we're aiming to do, isn't it? We're trying to landscape hell. And I've got quite a few ideas on how to go about doing it, but first things first, we need to get all of this sorted out into this kind of structure, and that will come out there, but you know, we'll come down and we'll throw more of this in places. That doesn't want to go there actually. I probably should get some of that ash blocks, to be fair. Let's go. I know I've got some somewhere. Last place I look, of course. There. That should keep us going. So first things first, ash blocks down, and get a solid floor of ash blocks down to here, and we'll mix it up a little bit and, you know, get these sorted. But for the time being, this bit up here is all ash block. So Oops, that's not ash block though. Actually, that shouldn't be either. It can be. We'll mix it. We'll kind of randomize it a bit and have a bit going up and a bit going down. And but this layer here, all ash. Like that, and then we can continue with this. And yeah, I think this will give us a nice base coat to paint onto, if you like. Did I hear a wolfy dog? I did. Or firefox thingy hound. That should do us on that side, so kind of get a feel for it. Let me just get this all pasted in. I'm going to also mix in, I've got some of the soulstone. We've got a few bits of ore which we'll get some more of to throw in to give it a bit more texture. Some magma blocks to go in there as well, a bit of flesh. You know, just stuff to texture this out. So what I'll do is I'll get a flat coat on with some variation, and then I'll be back. Little time on. I've got this done. I've kind of started mucking around with the walls down here, but I decided I'm going to fill this in first, get the lava in. This is taking a while. I also need to get a bit of foliage, some nether bits and pieces that are floating around, and I haven't got any shears, so we're going to head quickly back to the overworld, where we'll grab some shears. Well, I'm actually going to stick a stack of iron in my ender chest. I think that's probably in fact, let's make a stack of iron blocks, why not? And then we can make a couple of pairs of shears while we're at it. But oh, I've got them. Okay, we'll use all of those up. That's fine. Right. I also got this fella. I want a name tag. That's what I want. This is another one of those goblin traders, the fiery nether goblin traders. And while we're at it, we may as well see about keeping, I don't know whether it'll survive or whether he'll even, you know, whether it'll teleport around, try and get to me, whatever. But he's going to be Bob the Gobbo. Why not? Name's not my strong point. If I do that, I'm going to end up straight in the lava. that needs to be fixed before we start using the teleportation to... Oh, God, scared me off to death. And I put it there. So, we'll head back in here. Well, we're going to leave that until later, but I need to go grab some more lava. Now, I've been doing that slightly away from here because I don't want it, or massive unsightly pools of flowing lava, and I don't want that pond at the bottom to be flowing, just because I don't like it. What leaves are they anyway? They're oak. They are not going to survive 5 minutes. I'm going to suggest that these are the leaves that we want. Because they should be fireproof. That should the wood. So that's one thing I want. The other thing I'm going to want a lot of is those. I've got a few already. No point putting those in. We can grab some of those though while we're here, because they're pretty and don't require shears. And those sprouts don't seem to be flammable, so we're going to have some of those as well, just because we can. There's a few other bits and pieces like this dead grass. I don't know whether it's flammable, but it certainly does not seem to be. If I can, where's the cave I've been slurping out? That sounded wrong. We'll have we'll have a little bit more of that as well. No, because we can. definitely take a bit more of this stuff. I'll say, if this turns out not to be fireproof, there's no loss. However, there is another thing. I've just got to catch it. There it is. This will add a little bit of ambience to the roof of the thing as well. So I'm kind of, whilst I'm doing all of the big stuff, I'm also trying to sweat the detail on the small stuff, because I know I'm going to have to do it. As soon as I'm flying over this direction, I might as well grab as much of it as I can. Now, I don't want to put any glowstone in. The glowstone texture, whilst I love glowstone, glowstone's great, I always find its texture seems a little bit too cheerful for the biome. Too bright and airy. And what you really want is something dark and foreboding. Even though it's glowing, I think it needs to be more hellified, if you'll pardon the expression. Get a few more of those while we're here. I'm not going to go mad on those sprouts, I don't think. I'm probably not going mad on these, to be honest, but get them while we're here anyway. Grab a little bit of that. I've got a slight issue now. I haven't got enough space to put my stuff get to. That's not good. What do we do? What do we do? I'll grab my ender and we'll stick those in there. That should do the trick. Oops, hello. Yeah, that works. I think that'll do the trick anyway. And I'll grab some of these miscellaneous ores later. All I need to do is actually go and continue gathering the lava, which is, the important bit. So we'll pop you down here, grab those, and continue draining this lava lake. As I say, my objective is to not leave the flowing lava floating around everywhere, if I can help it. Just got to, hello, that doesn't work. Gotta keep skimming off the top for now, and then we'll get down to the next layer. Yeah, I'm getting there steadily. So yeah, let me carry on and I'll be back in a bit. Getting there. Got the lava in. This is the only bit I can't spawn proof. I tried using the plates, but they don't actually cut along that edge, they cut along the end edge, so that looks crazy. Not sure what to do about that, to be honest. I mean, could try some white concrete, but it is a different texture. I mean, bone block is a very unique texture, so I've brought this down to try and make a reasonably ungas proof spawnable thing. Don't know whether it will work, but that's what I've done. I've also thrown in some bits. So what I want to do next, I'm going to just go and clear my inventory just a little. I'm going to keep hold of these because these are all things I've used. Get rid of the ash, soul and sand, that for now. And we'll grab a little bit more of you, and then we are going to make, I don't know, that many of those perhaps, and some of those. And then what we'll do is we'll take you and cut those in half. We'll take those, cut those in half. We'll take those, cut those in half. I think that should do us to start off with. And what I want to do is basically give this this nether a little bit of a makeover and kind of get a little bit more depth in. Now we can leave that there because it works, so we can really just play around with this. We'll also do the same with some of these blocks, and a few bits up here like this as well, just to get this kind of working in our favour, just to break up the monotony of the thing. I'm also going to use these to bring it out somewhat, because that should work, just to give me a bit of depth in places. And yeah, let's see how we go. And I'm going to have to do it with some of these ores as well, just so they don't get entered, so those bits don't end up over super flat. So let me get that done. Again, I'll be back in a sec. And just like that, it's not just like that, we are almost done in terms of the columns. In terms of this ceiling, we still need to decorate and spawn proof down here, because even while this is lit, obviously this is the nether, things can spawn in various light levels. So yeah, that's a thing. And we need to do this thing here and throw in a few more greebly decorations here and there as well, just for good measure. I shifted all my inventory around just so I could get all of the different variations that I was using on the palette. And I realised I could have used the Quark randomizer, trowel, that's the beastie. But I didn't want it to be too random, just enough that you got a little bit in there. Mostly black, there's the odd contrast colour, but for the most part we've kept it down to that, on that kind of palette. Now, I have got a whole bunch of lava, and of course what makes a build really pop is some, if I can just get you in there, it's going to be a pain while this goes in, but we should be able to get some little drips coming from the ceiling in places. I don't want to do, again, I don't want to go overboard, but I do want to kind of, that's the one, in you go, and plop, hopefully that will drip. Not sure whether the stone, I know, oh yeah, it is, good. So I'm going to use the lava buckets I've got to just throw one or two little drippy points into the mix. Some here, so they'll drip straight down. You know, a little bit of kinetic energy going on around the place, and I think that one, and then a little bit of that there. Once we've done that, I need to work on this portal. I think that's the next job. So I'm going to throw a few drip points in, get them going, you know, just so we can see now and again the odd drip. There's one coming now. And I'll be back in a moment. And that's the lava done. It's time to tackle a nether portal. I thought I had some more obsidian somewhere. I do, however, need those. So we've got, I think we're going to need more of that for starters. That's simple enough. That is going to be those. We probably actually want more again, so let's do that many. Let's get a few slabs and a few of those. I'm not going to be going thick, so I don't think I need to worry too much. He says now, wondering whether I should have worried too much about having a little bit more obsidian than that. Still in block form. Please, please be. Oh no. Alright, I'm going to have to go and grab some. Oh, that's not a problem. I know exactly where I can find some. Over here. There's loads down there, but let's go a little bit further away if we can. And It takes longer when you're flying, but at least I don't fall into the lava, which is always a bonus in my experience. A bit of vein minerage going on there, and wow, that did not get me as much as I thought I was going to get. Doesn't matter. 26 will do me. So let us go and plan and plot our nice jaggedy organic super looking, and obviously we've got no crying obsidian, so we are somewhat stuck, but we are going to come out like this for starters, and we'll bring it down. We'll leave that the way it is for now, but maybe we'll bring you out a little bit like so. I'm not going to go too mad in the width department, and maybe even just a little bit just under there for a certain amount of irregularity, and maybe something like that. Then we can come straight in here and start off as we mean to go on by chucking a chain on this side and a chain on that side and a nice big chain there. Yeah, I mean, they're not massive chains, but they do the trick. We'll use some of those somewhere else in this build, I'm sure yet. Then we can kind of come along here. Well, let's start off with using a little bit of this here, maybe a bit there. That one can be thing. We can throw a bit there. I made too much of this, I think. But we can work it just to unevenize this kind of affair going on here. Throw a little bit of depth on there, bit there, bit kind of there. Maybe even if I can manage it a bit there, I'll do some thinner bits as well. Carry on around. We'll get a little bit there. And just really try and make this look more organic than it is. So that'll do me with a degree, for a degree there. Let's go in over here and let's throw that in there. Then one there. We can't put one there because that's come right out there. That's actually okay. That won't go there, but it will go there. Right, and then maybe a little bit there, like that, just to throw you out a bit. No. Of course, this is obsidian, so this is going to be a pain, isn't it? And bang. And it did it again. Actually, that's not going to work as easily because that's not 3. I'm seeing this as 3 blocks, but it's actually a slab on top of 2 with a stair on the bottom. So I think what we actually need is something like that. Yeah. Now let's get some of you, make you thinner, and again come in here and just do a little, you can't do that, can you? Little bit of that. Let's throw that. No. Wrong. Whoops. Bum, bum, bum. Right, yeah, let's take you out. So you get the idea, and basically what I'm trying to do is make this look a bit more organic in structure, as if it formed naturally rather than, you know, on the basis of thing. We can even, I suppose, get away with... No, we can't get away with that because he's not... That's not half full blocks. Okay. If I'd have made it 3 thick, then I could have definitely got away with shaping that. But I think that will look... yeah, I'm not keen. Yeah, I'll take that out. Back in a moment. And we have a big blobby portal hanging from the ceiling on its big chains. Now what we need to do is try... Well, first things first, let's see what these will actually go on. If these won't go on... Interesting. They'll go on nether wart, so we can use them around the place, and they're actually far enough away from the lava that they may survive, except when I break that block. But they don't go on much else. Okay, that's fine. We can't use those. Right, what about you? Are you... Well, they seem to be playing nicely. Haven't got many of them. Don't want too much greenery down here. This is, after all, supposed to be the nether. But we can throw a little bit around. Like that. Roots go at the other side of the equation on... Let's have a look. These bits. And again, I don't want to go mad, but they do add a certain something to the place. No, that's not actually a rootable block. They won't go on those, that's fine. And maybe a bit there. That one's a drippy, so we don't want to knock him out. And but I think that's enough of those. So that's kind of gone through the really little incidental bits. Right, next, let's have a look. Down here, if I can get myself a thing, then we can throw some of this down. Like a Sue. And that will kind of work there. Now I'm wondering whether we can get away with actually having a little bit of this traipsing off the edges of here as well. Not too much. This is one of the dangers when you're building, is you can take an idea too far and just go mad with it. However, doesn't hurt to have a little stuff hanging around. We can even go in here perhaps. How much netherrack have I got? I've got enough. Netherrack, just to make that blend, and then we leak that perhaps a bit further. A little bit over here. And leave that dark, I think. And then, any more? Do I want any more? I don't really want to go too mad with any one thing. Let's try some brambles. Like this, perhaps. There, maybe a little bit where we've got not much going on. little bit of that. Maybe. Maybe a little bit like that. Now you can't use the green leaves on these. Oak leaves will just burn in seconds, so we'll just throw some of this on it, as they are fireproof. And one bit over here. Like that, perhaps. Right, what have we got left? We've done the brambles, we've done those. The only thing left we've got, really. And I've got to find something that you can plant these on. Again, that's half the fun. Yeah, I think we can't really use these much at all because of that. Right, so that just leaves, if you're part of the pun, leaves me one job, and that is to make sure all of these, as many of these blocks as possible, are covered by covers. And if we do that, and obviously not that one, then, oops, no, yeah, that's fine actually. Then we'll not have any unwelcome guests. That one actually wants to come out. I'm just trying to think. Those two want to come out. And the reason for that is simple enough. There's a lava flows here, there. So let's have it go around that and take a corner, and that can go and flow over there. That's fine. Gonna need more of this, but, and I know things can't spawn on those, but ooh, interesting. I used some slate there. I did not realise I'd done that. No. Actually, that should work, I think, but yeah, we'll do it properly. It looks odd otherwise. A little bit more. I think, even without chisels and bits, we can manage some detail. The problem is you can't manage the same level of detail. Nope, that does not go there. That goes there. That will guide that straight down. Right, done with those. Don't we need those? What do we need now? Some flesh. 8 should give me enough. I need some gravel actually, I just realised. But that will cover that one. That will flow over that way. I think that's it for flesh. Soul sand. About 8 of those. Again, I'll just need to go and find some gravel, but luckily the nether's usually not that short of it. But again, soul sand, we're going to have the water overflow over. We'll let it flow over that way as well. Any more soul sand? A little bit there and there and there. Any more for any more? Oh, there is actually some netherrack I needed. Okay, that's fine. It's not like I'm short of netherrack, is it? And there will be the odd thing that could spawn. I think those plants are not going to stop spawning, but, you know, that's absolutely fine. Let me bring you down to here. So I just need a little bit of gravel, I think. But that just needed to be like a so. You are all done, aren't you? Oh, I needed some more flesh, damn it. Okay, we can do another one of those. That's interesting. Why have you caught fire? These are all done, yeah, just the gravel. Right, let me go and find some of that. I'll be back in a second. Right, the gravel's done. So it means we can take you out of there. Oh, that needs to come out. Got carried away there again. Do I want to encourage that to come that way as well? I think I do. And that comes out of there and flows. That has the same idea as does that. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That. And that. That looks alright to me. Right, so let's get rid of a few things. So it's not a good idea to have your magnetic pick in your hand when trying to get rid of a few things. Let's set you down there. No, don't be stupid. Bob the Gobbo. Selling a dragon head, a nausea potion, or regeneration 4 for 2 minutes. That's actually pretty useful. Let's see if he survives. He may not survive. But we have a little bit of wildlife down here, that's the main thing. Right, the other thing I wanted to do, let's grab a few of these. Let's just have the odd chain hanging from... Oops. And to me, the Nether and chains is just a match. And there's a simple reason for that, and that's called the Hellraiser movies. If you've not seen them, there's a lot of chains. There's a lot of hooks would work nicely as well. So I can get rid of you. I'd also like to throw in a few smaller chains. And I might on the smaller chains, and maybe even drop the other one from... Except it won't. Okay, that's fine. Drop the odd lantern from a chain, I was going to say. But I'm not entirely sure whether I want to or not on that one. Yeah, I think I will. But we'll go with the posh ones. How do you work off the... Yeah, that looks stupid. It doesn't matter. We've got plenty of the little ones. Just to throw a few bits of detail on now. I'm wondering with those whether we could... Let me just try something. Take a bit of that. Let's get rid of those and all of that lot for now. Did I? Maybe I did. What I was actually wondering is if I use all my obsidian. We can go with a block by a time, but that's fine. So I'm wondering whether we could get away with just throwing the odd block on these, as if they were holding, I don't know, stuff. As if there'd once been other things hanging from the ceiling. Oh, there's a chain there that I didn't hang a line off. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll live. No, I won't. I'm going to grab one. Let's go with a little light on that one though, just to vary it up a little bit. And with that, if I need to find a good position, I think we've got our Nether Portal room done. Finally. This has taken a lot longer, and to be honest, I really enjoyed the making of this. So if I can just get a decent screenshot. Now, I have set this up. I've deleted the old Nether Portal one, so we can go back to the volcano, and we can go back to the Nether Portal without ever having to use a portal, which kind of seems silly, but that's not the point. The point of this is it was fun to build. I enjoyed building it, and there's more to do. We've got plenty of space over this way, and I still need to work out what I'm doing with this wall. This wall has not been completed yet, neither has that one. And I wanted to try something very quickly, because that will determine if I do a certain thing or not. Can I pick up spawners with these bags? That is the question. If I can, then we can build ourselves a proper blaze spawner farm in this structure, and we can continue building out, because obviously at the moment from the outside there's nothing to look at. This is just all interior, and as I said when I started it, I'm trying a different building technique, which is inside out, sorry, not outside in. But I am really happy with the way that worked out. I may even have another screenshot just in case that is. I haven't decided which one I like yet. So let me know what you think. Let's see if Bob's still down here. I don't think Bob survived. Oh well. There'll be more Bobs. I mean, in terms of critters, there's not a huge amount we could throw down there. Magma Cube, Zombie Pigment. That's about it. So yeah, let's call it at that. Hopefully I've kept to my I want to keep to a shorter recording time. And until next time, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.